It's that environment. That place should not be open. They don't care. They don't.
Darren isn't pulling punches. He quit his counseling job here, DCYF's youth detention facility, also known as Green Hill, back in 2022.
Thought I was going to be making a difference with Washington youth.
Instead, Darren witnessed chaos within these walls, including a steady stream of drugs and repeated overdoses.
Kids were coming to me, hey, will you bring in drugs for us? No. It's like, you'll be highly compensated. No, I won't, because I won't do it.
Green Hill is meant to rehab teens and young adults who committed crimes as juveniles. But Darren and others tell Fox 13 that this system is broken.
I started seeing the things for the way they were, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
This is video from a rare search warrant that was served on a state-run facility. The Joint Narcotics Enforcement Team, or JNET, was concerned about drugs making their way inside of Green Hill and DCYF never notifying investigators. A key concern on this day, these body scanners, which weren't being used on employees with any regularity.
We're working on that.
As employees explained to Fox 13, they'd randomly be screened, if at all.
When they brought the scanner in, I kept asking, when are y'all gonna start using it?
Now, DCYF says they have new body scanners that, instead of random screenings, they can be in continuous use. Despite those new scanners, on January 17th, police reports explain how these weed gummies were brought inside. An employee admitted that she put them in a locker that's actually used as a reward system for residents. She claimed it was a mistake. Investigators note that she told them she was unaware the gummies contained marijuana despite clear indications on the packaging. And 2 days later, another employee was arrested. He'd been caught on camera dropping a bag of weed inside the facility. It all begs the question, why is it still so easy to get drugs inside? Police records show that it's not just weed. Earlier in the month, 217 fentanyl pills were thrown over a fence. Employees told police they suspected their own coworkers were supplying drugs to residents. They even called out their bosses at DCYF, telling police, quote, this was a larger issue that was not being addressed appropriately.
Nothing is really changing. That's the really maddening part to me.
State Senator John Braun wants to see an investigation.
This should have been obvious to anybody that's supervising a facility like this, that they have troubles, that needs additional attention and needs it today, not next month or next year. This isn't politics. This is about real people.
DCYF has admitted to me that reforms are necessary, but they refuse to talk on camera about it. Instead, telling me via email, we know it will take collaboration, and DCYF will continue to collaborate with local law enforcement.
I think it's a load of crap.
Darren doesn't buy it. Countless police reports explain how fentanyl is routinely found inside of Green Hill, and one particular incident still haunts him.
This kid walks past me and I say, you look a little weird. Go sit over there for me. Pick up my radio, call for a supervisor. No one answers. Call for the health center. No one answers. I look over, kid's slumped over. He's now gray in the face, his lips are blue. He's gone.
Soon, a team rushed in, bringing that young man oxygen.
That kid was in my lap for 8 minutes. 8 minutes from a fentanyl overdose. He should be dead, but he's not.
That was his breaking point. He was looking around at residents getting out and staying on the same path. From drugs to suicide, one even charged in a murder shortly after leaving Green Hill.
What are we doing? If we're the Juvenile Rehabilitation Administration, why are people getting out and committing the same crimes? What are we doing to help them be productive citizens?
As for the governor, we reached out for a sit-down interview in the wake of our reporting about what's going on inside of Green Hill. Specifically, we're interested in finding out what he thinks about DCYF leadership. Instead, we got back 5 paragraphs from his office, none of it addressing his confidence or lack thereof in DCYF. Of course, we know there is much more to talk about that's going on behind the barbed wire fence here at Green Hill, and we will continue our coverage. For now, in Lewis County, Matthew Smith, Fox 13 News.